Hey guys, welcome back to OceanGemTarot. Sorry, I feel crowded this morning. Lighting's not the greatest, but we're vegging today, working from home, so that works for me. So I'm gonna give you guys a second to come in the room. I'm gonna use new decks today. I'm super stoked. You guys are going to hear my dog because he's getting into things and he's in the room. And he's a puppy, so it is what it is. Let's see. Going to get this started. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to pull your overall energy, and then I'm going to get into it. I'm using the Soul's Journey for overall energy, and then we're also going to use this Goddess deck as well as, I don't know, couple of my Oracle decks, and then also we're going to use a new tarot deck. The whole nine. It's going to be amazing. So as you guys know, this is the new moon. It's the most powerful new moon. It is a super moon. It's going to be very bright. Hey RJ, how are you? So yeah, we're going to see what energies we have, what we're dealing with, and what we have to look forward to. So what is our overall energy right now for this super moon? Spirit guides, good angels, ancestors. We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight of awareness. I feel like that has to do with not just thinking logically, but following your intuition, watching people's body languages, and not just listening to what they're telling you. Does that make sense? And then what else we have? Give me one more for our overall energy. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. I dig it. And on the bottom of the deck is abundance. I'm limitless. I'm a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. Let me know if you can hear me or if my dog is drowning us out. Hey, AAW, how are you, my love? Let's see. What is it that the collective needs to know for this new moon? We have Earth. We have Alliance. I dig it. Earth is kind of like the Empress card because it's giving birth to something new. If you guys see this, it's here holding her stomach like there's something new that's coming into fruition. What else do we have? That's too many. Give me one more card, please. Told to take this one. And then 4, focus. There's something we need to be focused on. I feel like there's a new alliance being created. Something you're giving birth to is something new. It's going to be fruitful. 16, 20, and 4 might be significant to you. 44 might be significant to you. Angel number 44. 7, 2, and 4. On the bottom is an experience. You might have a little bit of doubt because it's something you don't have experience with dealing with. Maybe it's a group of people, or if it's a certain situation, or maybe it's a promotion or a raise, because we do have that abundance on the bottom of the deck. But as long as you stay disciplined and follow what it is you know, follow your intuition, then it's all right. It's okay to be scared. Scared is change. Scared means there's something new coming in. But tap into the spiritual side of you guys. Don't let things take over that's going to sway you, right? And then watch I feel like you need to watch people's actions, not their words. Because there's something in somebody's actions that's going to show you if their words aren't true. Does that make sense? Makes perfect sense. Okay. What do we have for the collective? Please elaborate on Earth. You guys might have heavy Earth placements at this time or in your chart. feel like somebody needs to get connected with the earth. There's a sense of grounding that needs to take place. Emotions are going to be high right now. Emotions are going to be high, like if it's a full moon. So keep your emotions intact. That's significant for somebody. And then also, I don't know if this is somebody's family member. I don't know. It could just be somebody in my house. I attract that stuff. But I keep seeing a male spirit. He's shorter in stature, probably around 5'9"-ish. But he was wearing an old school, like military outfit. I would say like early 1900s, 1920s or 30s, 1930s stand out. He was lighter complexion, maybe Latino or white. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is in regards to one of you guys or if it's just somebody hanging around my house until they figure out what they want to tell me. So let me know. You're welcome to shoot me an email if you have somebody older. He looked like he was in his 20s, like early 20s. So he passed away very young. I don't know. There's something heavy having to deal with the chest. All right. We have the Six of Coins, the Knight of Coins, in the reverse. So let's keep going and grab more to clarify. What do we have for focus? Seven of Swords in the reverse. What do we need to know about this super moon? Page of Coins. A lot of coins out here. Everything's a coin so far. And we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. There's some kind of a delay that might make you frustrated right now. We have the Three of Swords. I feel like you guys are focused on your goals here. You don't need to let anything trade you or sway you off your path. The Six of Coins is you're very generous to others. Somebody might be sharing something with you. You also might be getting a raise, right? But at the same time, with this King of Cups in the reverse, don't be greedy or be careful not to be greedy. There's some kind of alliance. I don't know if you're coming into alignment with somebody that might be greedy, and this is what's causing obstacles. You might get frustrated, or you could be frustrated because you're following where you're wanting to go. You're focused. You have some kind of new alliance that's coming to par, right? Especially with this Earth card that's like the Empress. I just heard High Priestess as well, because we do have the inexperience on the bottom. The inexperience can be causing frustrations as well. But there's something with somebody, you're staying focused with somebody, you might have to rethink your approach, or somebody's coming clean about something. I feel like maybe somebody's coming clean about something, or it's not going as quick as you want. But there's something also having to deal with, don't be greedy, weigh things out. Does that make sense? But it's all having to do with following your ambitions here. Right? Sometimes you have to rethink your approach to get to where you're going, even if there's extra obstacles, or you could have some kind of obstacle in your way. Even with this alliance, this new alliance, obstacles always pop up, especially if there's something new here. But either way, I feel like there's some kind of disappointment here. I don't feel like it's overall like suffering and grief. You might be worried about that. But I feel like you need to refocus your energy, because where you focus your energy at this time, your manifestations, that's where it's going to grow. So make sure you're taking the steps in the forward direction of where it is that you want to go. Be open, be transparent, right? People can't read your mind. And also, if somebody doesn't know how you work, how your mind thinks, they don't know how to work with you. So that's going to cause conflict. It's going to make you butt heads, right? But if you're open with people, like, look, don't take this approach with me because it's not going to work. Approach me this way. Because some people, they have in their minds, I don't know if it's somebody that's new in a position, or maybe you're new in a position, but somebody, it's like they're trying to stand their ground and they want to be a good leader, but at the same time, they don't really know how because they haven't been in that position before. Does that make sense? And so you have to, it's like teach people how to treat you, show somebody how to work with you that will make it grow instead of staying silent. Because if you keep your mouth closed, you're going to keep running into the same problems because you have to show somebody how to deal with you in the right manner. Does that make sense? Some type of a way? Love it. It's the Temperance card. That's what's going to create the balance here. I feel like you know which way you need to go, right? The Page of Swords is in the reverse. Be careful about somebody that's going to try, because we have manipulation here twice, but the Seven of Swords isn't really being somebody, it's not like sneaking, but it's deception. But I feel like you're very focused. Look, she's focused on what she needs to do, but she's also looking over somewhat to the side with her head. It's like she's full aim, but she's aware of what's going on around her, right? Don't let people throw you off your paths, but also don't just go off of what somebody says. Their body language and the tone in their voice is going to tell you what you need to know. You need to follow your intuition and not go and run due to you might be scared of a new change or things are going to be a little bit different, right? And don't be disappointed about this because we do have that Three of Swords. That could be where the frustration is coming in. You might be frustrated because you just need to kind of like come clean, get it off your chest, show somebody how to work with you. But then at the same time, you need to keep your eyes open because there's something along your path. This could be in a decision that you have to make or where it is you're deciding to go with the opportunity that's going to arise for you, some kind of a new partnership, a new alliance, right? Go outside and get grounded because I feel like you know if somebody's all talk, right? Or somebody that's kind of manipulative. And it could be something, okay, well, do I go with this side? Because there is somebody a little bit manipulative, or are you trying to manipulate the situation to work in your favor? But this could be just being aware of somebody that might come in here that kind of causes a little bit of frustration, right? Because this person in here might be a little bit greedy, but at the same time, somebody might come clean. They might be a little bit deceptive because these cards are both the deceptive cards. So just pay attention to your surroundings, and I feel like you're going to be guided. You're going to be pulled to the correct direction of where you need to go. And once you jump over this little hurdle, things are going to go really smooth, right? You just got to make sure you keep your mouth open and not open in like a gossipy type of way, but showing somebody how to treat you, or even if it's somebody new in a position, sometimes you have to teach kind of people how to deal with being in a higher sense of ranking per se. Right? If they're new at it, sometimes they don't know how to deal with it or how to come at people correctly. They just want to make sure they're doing a good job. And they don't necessarily mean it in a harmful way. But they need to be shown, how to deal with you. And if they have to deal with you in a certain way, honestly, maybe that's teaching them how to change their approach on how to deal with people, which in return is going to help them do better as well. Makes sense? What else do we have? Yep, the Hierophant. And then sideways is the Page of Cups. There's going to be a happy surprise that's coming in. There's some kind of surprise. There's some kind of pay attention to the things around you because somebody's trying to show you what it is. Don't fall victim, not necessarily victim, but don't fall, captive, whatever you want to call it, to your own insecurities. Don't let them lead you astray because you're following the right path, because we do have abundance on the bottom of the deck. And then under that, we have happiness, right? And this says, I'm aware of being happy. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. See? And then I'm limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. don't be scared of making mistakes. Mistakes mean growth, right? Stick to the things that you've grown up with, especially with this Hierophant. You know, it's those embedded traditions or embedded, like how you're grown up, those things that are instilled in you. Stick to those, and that's going to guide you on the right path. If something doesn't sit right with your soul, like it may look real good, it may sound good, maybe you know how to deal with this situation, so you're like, let me go over here because I don't really feel comfortable about this situation, but that's just because it's new and you don't know how it's going to turn out, right? So instead of running to what you know, if you know it's not right, but yet you're comfortable because you know how to deal with it, maybe it's time to like not let fear get in the way and go the other direction. Yep, Ace of Cups, following your heart, following that intuition, following those things. I feel like it's going to make your cup run over, right? There's always going to be a little bit of conflict. There's always going to be some obstacles, especially with something new. But it's swaying those and shifting those and getting them to work with you in your favor. You know what I mean, Jillibean? And then you got the High Priestess, which is, again, following your intuition, getting in touch with your guides. Some of you guys need to meditate in this time, and it's going to give you the path of what you need to do. Some of you guys might need to do some candle work. I don't know if you're into that, but maybe, meditate and focus on a candle and then put those manifestations out there. But then you have to learn how to set it and forget it, right? You set your intentions, you set your manifestations. Don't do something whole. I mean, you can do something grandiose, but you need to make sure you know the steps of how you're going to get there, right? Set those intentions and then leave it alone. Don't dwell on it. Don't hyper think about it. Don't, just set it and forget it and let that candle, like, don't do a huge one, but like a small little white candle, and then let it just burn out, right? To release those intentions out into the air. Let's see. Look at that on the bottom of the deck, the sun. The happiest card in all of tarot. This is overall going to be a really great outcome for you guys. Let's clarify a little bit further. If you guys would please smash that like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Some of you guys might be worried about having your freedoms taken away, right? We have the Four of Wands in reverse, which is normally dancing and free and celebrating. But if it's like kind of in the reverse and you're afraid of not having that freedom if you go down a certain path, right? Again, tap into that intuition and follow it. Because then we have the Star. It's those manifestations. It's kind of like that twinkle, twinkle, little star song. How I wonder what you are. But you're also setting those manifestations like a shooting star. We have the Page of Pentacles, which is something new. It's a brand new beginning. It's more immature. It's a page, but yet it's also exciting, right? So exciting things sometimes are scary, but don't let that sway you from following your intuitions. But also there's something high on paying attention. Make sure you stay grounded, because if you're not, then it's going to sway you off the path of where you need to go. I feel like you also might be worried about taking the wrong path with this Queen of Pentacles that is in the reverse, or possibly like losing something financially. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. Don't be worried because it's growing, right? Sometimes your seeds take time to grow. Watch out about somebody that's deceptive. We have the King of Cups in reverse. There's something that you need to be balanced of. Don't get stuck in your head, but follow your intuition. This is something like you might be more stuck in your head, and really it's all like kind of a mirage. It's an illusion, right? Because you're creating this illusion, this false reality in your mind, because you're not following where your intuition is telling you to go. But there's something about you need to balance that out with your mind and your intuition. But don't go off of what's being fed into your mind that is an illusion. It's something about going off the facts and what is known, and what is kind of like you're making things up, like a scenario, right? Of, okay, well, if this happens, well, I can't deal with this or this or this or this, when all of it can be squashed if you're just open, right? Like, be transparent. Hey, Mental Stimulant, how are you, love? Yeah, that's what's going to light this up. Queen of Wands, 10 of Cups, right? And then the 5 of Cups. You know which way to go. You have some passion that's being ignited, right? Overall, like, you're going to be really happy. I feel like that's what you're longing for. Like, you want to be happy. And that's because this 5 of Cups is looking at the 10 of Cups, right? But all this stuff is facing around following your own passions and following those desires that you want to do, but you still have to take the steps to get there, right? You can dream your life or live your dreams. You need to pick one. But sometimes living your dreams means some people have to be left behind, and that's kind of what makes you disappointed. Maybe you really like somebody that's going to be left behind, but at the same time, you need to make sure that you keep yourself well-rounded and balanced. Because that's what's going to ignite this, like, happiness, like dancing to the beat of your own drum. That's what I see this as. And like really lighting up that passion of being fiery within yourself. This is a fire card. But also sometimes it takes time, right? Well, like, spirits all around you, you just need to tap into it, right? Those passions, that fire. Find out what makes your soul happy and go for it. No matter if there's something that might be a difference and a change that makes you kind of like, oh, I don't know, because I haven't done that for like, I don't know, 10 years, or I haven't had to do that for like this many years, you know, and it just doesn't sit right with you. And that might make the choice a little bit difficult. But I mean, reality of the situation with this Devil card, if you want more things, you need to have fun. You want those more pleasures in your life, and then it could be like a material type thing, like you want that materials. Look, 10 of coins on the bottom. It's going to come in, and I don't feel like it's being materialistic or being sometimes it is. Maybe you are, maybe you're a materialistic person, maybe you like nice things, but this is just stuff to get there, to have that more of that abundance and that happiness come in. But there's something with voicing it, right? Somebody also is going to get kicked out that just came in. I don't know what that pertains to or who it's for. Take it how it resonates for you. But somebody that just came in is going to be pushed out. They're not going to be there anymore. And we have the Queen of Coins here, which is that security that you're wanting. It's coming in. You might be a Gemini, the Lovers. I don't know. Maybe you're going to end up finding a relationship, but this is definitely dealing with the choices that you have to make in order to, those choices are creating a union, right? So this union, because all the beginning cards are all pentacles, right? This union is going to be good, but it could be the choices between two unions. Do you want this union or do you want that union? Are you confused? Is this what's making this kind of like, oh, I don't know. But there's something about standing and taking the courage to take a stand and follow your passions of where it is you know you need to go. With this greed card, it may not be, maybe you have two options. One, you're making more money. The other one, you're still making more money than what you're making now, right? But do you go with the higher option, even though it's not, it may not be that much more, you know, than this option. I'm not talking like, you know, $10,000, $15,000 difference here. It's like a smaller difference. So maybe like pick the better choice for you. Don't be greedy over a few $1,000s. Does that make sense? Or because it's going to be a change in the way that you're used to doing things. Sometimes you need to change the way you're used to be doing things, but you're going to be recognized here, and that's going to set you free. There will be a great new union here. There's going to be a type of celebration. You might make new friends. It's some kind of new community, some kind of new bond that's being developed, and that's going to grow, right? I just heard 3's company, 4's a crowd. So there's something with that fourth person or some new person that's coming in that's just, I don't know. They don't fit, but there's something definitely moving in quick. You might be getting a new car. I just heard company car. Stay disciplined and stay focused and use self-control. The emotions are going to be extremely high for the next 5 days, right? I feel like you're moving on to brand new horizons here. It's the 10 of Wands. It's ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one. You had to leave. You had to move on. It's time for you to move on. Maybe this group is moving on. Maybe you have to actually make the hard decision and move on from something because you've been there. I just heard I'm not here for a long time, but it was a good time. Does that make sense? Uncross your legs, self. I'm having downloads. Sometimes you might just need to move on. Two of Wands is something you're longing for. Quit looking out the window and go for it. If you stay and look out the window, you're never going to get to where you need to be, right? Or something about a moving body is a good body. Maybe some of you guys need to exercise more, and that's going to open up your chakras, get your blood flow. Maybe do some yoga before you meditate. But look at that. Being strategic here with the Seven of Swords, like you're scouting it out. You're going to make the right decision. And then you have the Empress on the bottom. That's twice of starting something new, creating something new. It's a whole new world. I feel like you're protected because this water over her shoulder looks like angel wings, like you're being protected, you're being held. Somebody might feel a pressure right here in their spine, in their neck. Somebody needs to sage, but at the same time, you have people with you. Does that make sense? Like, don't feel like you're all alone. But also, don't let your emotions run high and create a false reality that might make you make that wrong decision that you're worried of making. Follow your intuition. Take off the blindfold. Don't listen to other people. Follow your own intuition and don't listen to gossip. There's something heavy with gossip. Feel like your ancestors and your angels, like they're trying to tell you which way to go. Like you might be seeing ravens at this time. I don't know, but there's something about taking off the mask and not walking blind, right? Don't listen to gossip and make your own decision. Because that's the only thing that might make you feel trapped here. You need to get out of your head. Cool. Okay, so now, just remember, don't be in denial, acknowledge your fears, and then replace it with insight and awareness, right? Be disciplined. You can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Abundance. I'm a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality, and then happiness. I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. Then we're going to grab spirit animals. We have a lot of these. Lord have mercy. How many do we need? All right, we're going to read a book, guys. There's something about having high endurance at this time. You guys might feel that extra motivation. I think it's because I have so many of you on here. So take these as they resonate for you. We're going to go with the spirit animal cards. The armadillo, protection. Somebody might be from Texas that's on here or has like Amarillo type ties. Don't give me a line. Protection. You're entering a phase where in the order that you will be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life. You may have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been holding you back in the past. Butterfly, metamorphosis. Pay attention to the areas in your life or personality that are needing a profound change or transformation. You're about to enter a phase of expansion and growth while being highly beneficial for your future. Turkey, good news. You may receive an important but very unexpected gift. Accept this with deep respect. Someone has sacrificed a lot to help you open doors and grow. A lot of things will change for the better. Bobcat, mystery. The bobcat teaches you that there is true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, be patient to see your dreams manifest. The wolf, inner strength. You may be facing challenges you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you will have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. So take a step back and try to take a look at what is fresh from fresh eyes. Zebra, open-mindedness. There is more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept an alternative viewpoint and new ideas. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving problems. And then we have the hedgehog, trust. This is a reminder that even if you feel that others do not understand you or quote unquote get what you are doing, it is no excuse to curl up and hide. Sure, you may need a little bit of space right now, but the world needs your gift. You are more than worthy. So that is what I have for you guys. So until next time, I am open for personals. If you have not yet subscribed, you keep finding yourself coming back, subscribe. Why not? So yeah. And make sure you smash that like button. All that good stuff helps the algorithm. You guys know you're not new. It's the equal exchange of energy. So yeah. And if you are, it's the equal exchange of energy. So if you want them to be more personalized towards you and for me to pick up on that energy, smash the like button. It's simple and it's free. So until next time, guys, I love you. Stay awesome, stay fabulous, stay blessed. And I'll see you again. Namaste.